Hey guys, welcome back to the Kin Woven Home. I am Sharrah, and today I'm a little bit lower octave because my baby is sleeping right behind this wall. We're actually going to show you his nursery today. So I had a second baby boy. I'm not sure if you heard. We made a little video about it, and we are just so stinking happy. We have 2 under 2, which is a little bit crazy, and that meant I got to decorate another little boy's nursery. We did some wallpaper, we did some paint, we did some beadboard, and it turned out really adorable. Make sure you thumbs up this video, hit the subscribe button, and we don't have a question. What's the question?
What's your favorite children's book?
Yeah, what's your favorite children's book? Mine is The Leaf Thief. Well, come on over and let me show you Brody's nursery. We're walking, okay. Okay, the cutest thing about these rooms, so for Sawyer, we got this little door. It's like a thing that covers the bottom of the door. And I love that this hallway is gonna be covered with these little puppies. Every time we have another baby, we get another little puppy and we put it at the door. So Sawyer has one and Brody has one. All right, welcome to Brody's room. Okay, so in Brody's room, the color, the theme, the vibe in here is blue. When we moved here, we moved from California, and I feel like Sawyer's room is very like, it's not fully California, but it's kind of like a California cool hipster kid room with a touch of like traditional. I feel like Brody's room, I like transformed to a southern mama with this very traditional room, but I absolutely love it. And I also think it kind of fits like Brody's personality and his like vibe. Yeah, babies have vibes, okay? Brody's vibe, let me tell you what Brody's vibe is. He is chunky and dark and handsome, and his hair, he's got a full head of hair. So I just think this is a very masculine room for a baby, and I think he's gonna really fill it out really well. Don't you? I think so. No, I'm totally kidding, but I do think that this room is very traditional. I think it goes with the house really well. I love, 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 love my gingham wallpaper. Why am I starting to think that this isn't gingham? Is it gingham? It's not plaid, it's gingham. This is gingham, okay. This wallpaper is peel and stick, but you can get it in traditional wallpaper if that's your fancy, if you are into that. I really like the peel and stick because I can do it myself. There's not a ton of glue and like extra stuff, and if you mess up, you can peel it up and fix it if you need to. I really wanted to only do the top half in a wallpaper, and the bottom half I really wanted to do in this really fun beadboard. So we did a beadboard here with a band on top and a ledge. I just thought it kind of made it a little bit more modernized with this type of molding treatment on top. And this color paint we actually matched to this little square. So there's 3 different colors going on in this wallpaper, and we picked the darkest one. It's kind of like a denim, has a tiny bit of purple in it, but I do think that the color really goes so well with this wallpaper and just brings, this room just feels very colorful and brought to life. Another thing that we did in this room was we changed the light fixture. Okay, this light fixture is amazing. I will be sure to link it. They do have it in a lamp form, and they have it in this pendant form. And I love that it's wicker. I love that it's dark brown. It goes with my doors. And I love using that dark mahogany brown color mixed with this really bright blue. You could tell I got a dark brown crib this time around. Yeah, I think this crib is great. It's very modern and it's clean, like clean lines, and then it matches the dark wood, which is my accent color that I have going on in this space. The lights in here, so I didn't have any can lighting up here. And I did the same thing that I did in the living room. I got these wafer lights. They're LED wafer lights, so they're really thin. They're not a full traditional can. And we had 4 of them installed in here because I do have a lot of light during part of the day, but then once the sun transitions to the other side of the house, this room is so dark and there's only this one little light bulb in the center. So I wanted to have the option at night to have full light in here. So we added the 4 cans, and that really transformed to like the bones of this room to be a really beautiful environment. So you know those hand knotted wool rugs. You want to put them in a nursery because they're so plush and cozy and adorable looking. But here's the thing, as soon as your baby starts crawling, those rugs shed like a you-know-what. And you have hairballs everywhere. And then your baby, who has little tight, sticky hands because they're sweaty and in a ball all the time, then they start opening them and they're eating everything. And I just was pulling like hair and rug stuff out of Sawyer's mouth. So I'm just gonna give you a heads up. Getting a very low pile rug in your nursery that's still soft is actually the way to go. I know it doesn't look as cozy and comfortable, but as soon as they start crawling, you're gonna wish that you did. So this rug is actually perfect for a nursery because I think it's actually printed on. This is not woven, but it was only like $250. This is an 8x10 rug. That is very cheap for an 8x10 rug. And it's the brown color, and I just think the brown mixed with the traditional vibes in this room, and there's a little bit of blue sprinkled in. And I will say, as you get like used to decorating and you're more experienced in making your home beautiful and feeling comfortable with it, you'll start to have an eye for like what is the cohesive look for your home. And then when you'll be able to buy stuff, like I bought this rug, had no intention of using it for the nursery, but I had it on hand and it was perfect for the space, and it is very cohesive with the rest of our house. Now let's talk about the dresser. So over here, I did not want to have to buy another changing table. It's hard when you have 2 under 2 because you guys, those of you that are 2 under 2 will get this. You have to get another crib, you have to get another changing table, you have to get, because you still have 1 in diapers and 1 in a crib, and so you have to get double of everything. Well, I didn't, the changing tables are pretty pricey, and I just didn't want to buy another one. And we had this dresser that we bought at an antique store in San Diego. It was in my guest room, so I just brought it in here, plopped one of these guys. Now this is the Kikaroo. I'm telling you, if you have a baby, this is the best changing pad. I know it's super trendy to get a basket and like put them in a basket, and that does look really good, but when they have a blowout on a basket, you're gonna wish you had this guy. But they also can't roll out of this. It's like shaped. Anyway, I could go on and on. They are pricey. Put it on your registry. You should get one. I love keeping stuffed animals on the changing table because as they get a little bit more squirmy and older, it's a great distraction just to give them a little toy. So I keep those right here. And then above it, I have a lovely mirror. And I love it because it's actually the same exact mirror as what's in Sawyer's room. It's just a long time ago, I bought a black one and a brass one. The brass one is in Sawyer's and the black one I put in here. Win-win. I don't think there's anything else to tell you about this wall. So let's transition over here, behind you. Now I really wanted the layout of this space when you first walked in to see the crib. Now I could have put the crib flat up against the window, but something about this room, I just felt like the corner, just setting it on an angle would actually make it look really fun and special. So that's what we did. But it also allows for room for me to come over here and have a nice sitting area, and then behind you guys to have that great little changing table set up. It is a smaller room, so I feel like sometimes you have to be creative. So putting it at an angle sometimes will give you more flexibility and open up the room a little bit more. Okay, now coming over here, these windows, let me just show you. If you are trying to black out a nursery and you have a lot of windows, I recommend 2 things. Obviously blackout curtains, but most blackout curtains are not truly blackout. Like they don't actually black out the room fully. So I also recommend getting blackout pull down shades. Now you can get these cut to size at Home Depot if you want. And when I close all of these down, it does help keep the heat out as well, or it helps keep the heat in if it's cold outside. And then I am able to grab these guys and cover the window. Double up your curtains and your blinds and you will have a perfectly blacked out space for your baby and get those good naps. Ready for this? This one is like on some serious caffeine. I've done that while Brody's sleeping. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, sorry, Brody, welcome. Good morning. Okay. I usually would have my rocking chair up here, but Brody is actually still sleeping overnight in our bedroom. He naps up here, sleeps at night in the bedroom, so the rocking chair is in my bedroom because that's great to have in the middle of the night. But I love this little book nook. So you guys remember in Sawyer's room, I did something similar. I found these at Target and I actually stained them myself. Actually, I had Tyler stain them. Thanks, babe. I originally wanted to put them up on the wallpaper portion of the wall, but then I thought ahead. Now with Sawyer, now that he's able to get his own books, we have the same thing in Sawyer's room, but 2 extras, and he can never get to the top shelves. And I love that he can go up to the bottom shelves and pick books out. Brody can come and grab a book whenever he wants, as soon as he's able, and sit in this chair and read a book with mommy or daddy, and I think it's really, really sweet. Okay, then over here, we have this cute little corner. So I wanted to get these hooks. I think I got these on Amazon. They're just dark wood hooks, really chunky. And I wanted this just to be an easy place to hang hats, which, how cute are these hats? Okay, Binky Bros. These were Sawyer's. This one, my sweet friend Betsy got Brody. I put it on his head the other day and it actually like kind of almost fits. But I think this is a very functional way. It also is very decorative, kind of makes this plain wall kind of have some life to it. And again, bringing in that support color that we're using, which is the dark brown and a little bit of this like rusty orange caramely color that we're bringing in. Now, on this wall, I'm gonna do something, but I don't know yet what I'm gonna do. I know I wanna use this, and I was gonna take it out because the wall, I don't have this all thought out yet as far as what I'm gonna put on this wall. But I wanted to keep it in here to show you guys. Sometimes you finish a room, but there's one little part that's left that you haven't finished. And take your time with it because you want it to be special. You don't have to rush it. This is Tyler's grandpa. His name is Grampy. And he was a lover of cars, old cars. But it's an old car that Tyler used to ride around in on the farm when he was a little kid, and it caused him to fall in love with old cars, which is, as you guys have seen from our Christmas videos, Tyler bought a new Jeep. That's an old Jeep. He loves old cars. He loves cars in general, but especially old, cool ones, and I think it's cute to pass that tradition on. So Tyler's dad had this printed, and I want to get it framed and have it in here because I think the colors actually look really good in this space, and I love the story of it, and kind of pass that tradition and that lineage on with our boys. So there'll be something more grand going on, maybe some sort of a gallery wall up on this wall eventually, but for now, Grampy is taking center stage, and I think that's so sweet. Okay, then really more of a practical thing that I recommend. Honestly, I talked about this in Sawyer's nursery. This is honestly such a great fan. It is expensive, but it does a lot. It's an air purifier, it's a heater, and it's a fan. And it looks nice. It's not a giant box fan. It's very sleek and slender in its appearance. And the last thing I want to show you guys in this space, okay, I've pretty much showed it all to you, but there's one thing in this room that is so cool. And that is down here. You have to come down here, Angela. Okay, there's actually 2 things I noticed while I'm down here. One is this, how cool, these are the locks on the doors in this house. That is so cool. There's like hundreds of these all around the house. But anyway, if we ever want to lock them in there, I guess we can. Okay, the other thing that is so cool, this is a laundry chute all the way to the basement. I'm gonna have to put a lock on it as soon as Brody's crawling or able to open it, but it's so convenient. I can throw all the dirty clothes right down to the basement to the laundry room, and it goes all the way through the kitchen and then all the way through the basement. Isn't that awesome? Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys love the way this nursery turned out. I sure do. I think it's so precious and so sweet, and it just makes me happy to be in this space, to open up the windows and to see Sawyer and Brody playing in here. I really encourage you guys, when it comes to your nursery, just have one thing at least that you guys do together to bring the room together. Like Tyler and I did the wallpaper in here. We did the wood wall in Sawyer's room. We had this room professionally painted, so we did outsource the painting just because there's a lot of molding and trim that had to be repaired that we didn't really have that specialty on doing. But if you are able to do something together, it's actually really fun to look back on. Like, remember when we put so-and-so's room together? It's just a really sweet moment. So I encourage you to try to challenge yourself with that. But if you guys are interested in any of the products you've seen, the paint color, the wallpaper, I will be sure to mention and link all the things down below, and you guys can find them there. Make sure you answer the question in the video. What's your favorite book? Leaf Thief. Go check it out. I'll link that too. I don't think I have anything else to say except I love you guys. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye. the hand knotted. I feel like I'm profusely sweating. Do I not look it? I do kind of look it. Hold on. I need like a, oh no. This is all I have. You know, my mom used to use toilet seat covers. Have y'all ever seen her do that? I guess like mother, like daughter. Now I'm using diapers. Oh, so nice. Where was I?